Welcome to Fez. We're going on a tour of the city of Fez. We're right now right in the middle of the Medina. We just learned that the city of Fez was built in like 800 after Christ. We're 60% sure that's 100% correct.
Okay, we go.
We were just told that Moroccans don't eat a lot because if they did, they'd get too fat and they wouldn't fit through the tiny streets. It's so small! And he also said that some American tourists can't fit through here either.
So we just learned that this is like the family door, and this one is like the guest door, and they have two different sizes of doors. One is for the people, and one is for like the big animals that would come to the house. The second door is for like when you come home and you want to make a big presentation, big grand entrance. We're just learning about the difference between the local price and the tourist price. We just took a taxi ride where the driver would have cost us 100 dirham per person, but instead he used the meter and we only paid 10 for everybody.
Which you are going to see right now, please. Ah!
What are you? Two finger.
Two finger?
We had to save our money for a long time.
Yes.
We need stronger legs.
I know.
Like this.
Uh-huh. Ah.
Do you stay here now?
Yes. That's perfect.
And now it's cut?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow! I get to keep this, right? Yay!
Okay, please come to watch your hand.
صالحة خروفات العجاز قول المخروفات راهم شويش خروفات راهم غاليين
They were just explaining this to us. They chip away, so the back of every tile is smaller than the front of every piece of tile, and then they lay them all face down in the correct pattern, and then they pour cement over the top, wait for it to dry, and pick the entire thing up. So when they build these patterns, they have to do it face down, so they don't know if all of the colors are correct. They have to do it in their mind.
So we know that this tagine is for cooking?
Yes, of course.
But this
For spices.
Oh, for spices. Okay.
Yeah.
Voilà. Hello. Welcome to Morocco. 然后呢，一会儿下去以后呢，你就要注意一下呢，就是有些呢，它当样品还没。
It's a weird smell.
It is a weird smell.
Like it's not outright bad.
It smells almost like mint. Do you smell that, Morgan? So right now we are at the tannery, and this is a famous Fez tannery, and it has been around for about as long as the city has been
It's
here.
ancient.
Also, the people here are dipping themselves in many chemicals trying to get these leathers to look very nice.
Wow.
It would smell really bad if my nostrils weren't stuffed with mint. He was just talking about how this tannery works, and they bring in all of the new skins and they wash them over here, and they wash them in a mixture of limestone and pigeon feces. Why pigeon feces? Because it has a lot of ammonia, and that is where the really pungent smell comes from. Once they've washed it for like 2 weeks in these light green tubs, then they move it over here, and this is where the dyes are. So they have like henna is brown, poppy is red, indigo blue, rose is pink. Once they're done with dyeing the leathers, they hang them up to dry right here. And then that's where the artisans comes with the knives to make the purses and the jackets. And then you can see the third way to make money is you have these are the tourists right up here who pay a lot of money to watch the tannery work. Morgan, strike a pose. Boom.
This is dangerous. He almost got me to buy a jacket. But it's $200. It is very pretty. But we don't have...
But we have no room for a jacket. I had to talk her out of it. Okay? This girl has no self-control.
He said I had to get out of the jacket.
Okay.
In Morocco, it's more question about men job. It's not for the women. Why? Because the women in general they have vertical one. They make carpets. The carpets we do it by knots. But for the weavers, like you can see, there is top pedal. They are connected directly to the wall, and we use also flyer shuttle. Come on here, brother. Like that, you see how we work. With the pedal, it's down. It's like you open the thread, half going down and half going up, and like that we can move the shuttle in between. And all time we move the shuttle, we use the header to tighten, to make it strong. And the material we use, you have liberty between cotton for the work, but when we start weaving, we use silk, velvet, and wool. See now he will use silk material. See? One time left, one time right. One time left, one time right. And all time we use the header to tighten.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah. Wow.
even if we are in the 21st century, but we like so much to preserve the art for generation and generation coming. You remember in different kind of country like in Europe or in America or in Asia, when we develop more machine, the people they start losing the handicraft. And to not lose this kind of handicraft, actually with the help of government and UNESCO, we created also some special school for the guy to learn something different. Cashmere scarf, yeah, so soft, one side shiny and the other one it's more matte.
Oh yeah.
And you have the cotton.
Oh, okay.
That's what the people use in Sahara like turban. Now you will see something from Morocco. Give the camera to the lady.
Is it recording?
Yeah, no, don't touch it. Is it turn on?
There. The way to do the turban is so easy. In general, we start making like slip knots,
Okay.
like that. After the slip knot, we put it all time behind the head, like this.
Okay.
And in the front of the head, we twist a little, and we take the rest and we turn it around the head, over. Keep turning. At the end, just you stop in it. Without using nothing, you can fix it. Now, turn. We open the first nut, we make it before. When the weather is good, we keep it like that. Sometimes, if there is some storm like in Sahara, you take one part, you turn it in opposite way, and you cover the face like do the Tuareg. Now we have Lawrence of Arabia. Good. Picture with a Berber man.
Ah, Berber.
Yes. You are Tuareg.
What?
Tuareg, it's the people living in Sahara.
Okay.
Nomad. And when the weather is good, you can also do it like that.
Okay.
The cooperative of Karawiyin.
Cooperative
Of Karawiyin.
Okay.
Yeah, same like the name of the mosque. Because we are near the name of the mosque,
Yes.
and we use the name like it's like a holy name.
Yes, holy name.
Yeah.
I love it. Good.
Welcome.
Cooperative Kawawin.
Marhaba. Welcome.
Family, he's not Jewish and he's not Bedouin. Well, he's not Arabic because we do.
The stuff in this Medina or this bazaar looks authentically handmade.
Hi, how are you? My name is Khalid. I'm a tour guide of Fez. Maybe if you are interested to enjoy the time, and don't forget that is old Medina and the big one is huge. Come to know like we do like a snack. Big welcome.
Salam.
We really enjoyed our time with Fez. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
We just got done with our Fez tour.
And I think we got the true Fez experience because our guide explained to us in the very beginning that Fez is a giant combination of artists making art and people who want to buy art. And almost everything that our tour guide showed us started off as a tour on how they make the art and then turned into a sales pitch on
Yeah.
how they're trying to get you to buy some of the art.
A lot of tourists don't like being like pushed or hustled into buying, and you know, most of the time we didn't buy anything.
It's actually very rare we buy trinkets or tourist things.
Yeah.
And we bought something.
Yeah, we ended up buying one
We
thing.
bought something, which is big for us.
But I think the most disappointed shopkeeper was the carpet salesman.
He started whipping out all these carpets in front of us, served us mint tea,
Yeah.
and then started asking us how we wanted to pay and how many we're going to buy. And we
who
just
we're
kind of got
buying for.
really wide-eyed. We're like,
Oh,
we're not going to buy any.
we're not buying rugs.
And he's like, well, then let's not waste my time. And they packed up all the carpets and we left.
Yeah.
It was
But-
more of a sales pitch than a tour of how they
Yeah,
make
yeah.
carpets.
But apparently, what he told us was that some young couples go and buy a nice Moroccan carpet here, and then they bring it back home and they sell it for twice the price to pay for the trip. Maybe we'll do that next time.
Well, the most important thing there is we need to find people to buy it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's really easy to buy a carpet, it's hard to sell a carpet, right? And that's what he's doing. It's hard for him to sell a carpet, it's really easy for him to buy one. Or make one.
Yeah, he makes. I don't know about
Regardless.
easy. Those rugs, those carpets there take months to years to make. They're beautiful and gorgeous and expensive and they're great, and if we had money in a house, we'd probably buy some.
Actually, no. If we had money in a house, I have to buy you a necklace and rings
Bracelets.
and bracelets and nose rings,
Oh,
and you have
fuck.
to make me one.
That's right.
She has to make me a carpet.
Moroccan
If
traditions.
we want a house.
He
Moroccan
buys
I buy
her
her jewelry.
and I have to make him a carpet.
And if her carpet's not very good,
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
We are on the road to go see Volubilis, the Roman ruins, and also the holy city of Moulay Idris and the bigger city of Meknes. So we're on a little private day tour.
We're seeing 3 things today.
Yeah. 3 cities.
Here we are in Volubilis. This city was built around 100 AD-ish.
Volubilis was also one of the very far outreaches of the Roman Empire, so I think it makes sense that it collapsed pretty early on because it was on the very outskirts of their territory. So I think they abandoned it pretty early.
Thank God these Romans built some nice big arches because it totally saved us when it started raining.
Yeah, all the tourists huddled under this one massive arch.
And this is obviously the lion room.
These mosaics are amazing. I told Austin when we get our house, the entire house has to be filled with tile mosaics.
Volubilis, sponsored by Shell Oil Company. Here we are in the ancient city of Meknes. We just had lunch, looking over the beautiful square. Morgan has a very clever, funny joke.
You're so cute.
That's not a joke.